Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Andita Prameswari with NPM 2241115 and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will be talking about ownership structure, which is the important material from us to learn. And let's move on the next slide. First of all, do you know what is ownership structures? Ownership structures is a system that describes who has ownership rights and control rights over a company. This could be an individuals, a family, an institutions, a government, or the general public. In other words, ownership structures answers the questions: who owns this company, and how much power does we have? These structures also reflects how shares are divided and who has voting rights in important decisions. So, ownership structure describes how company shares are owned by investors, whether individuals, institutions of the governance. These structures also have to extend to which shares owners can influence or control of company's strategic and operational decisions. So, the ownership structure is the learned material we have to learn, and we have to learn in this the next slide, I want to show you the definitions of ownership structures. Ownership structures is the way of patterns of how shares in a company are owned. These show who have the control rights over the company and how much influence they have in making important decisions. For example, whether the owner is the individuals, family, institutions, or even the government. This structure is very important because it determines the directions of policy and the future of the company. Ownership structure it describes how company shares are owned by investors. Next, we have two slides is the importance of the structure describes in these words, ownership structures play an important role because it determines who have control over the company, who has the right to make decisions, and who have to the risks. Understanding ownership structures helps to us how the company is managed, who actually has powers, and how the owners influence the company's business direction and strategy. This is not only important for owners and managers, but also for investors, regulators, and society at large. So, the importance of the structure's ownership is play a crucial from we us to learn about it. And next, we have two types of ownerships. There are five types of ownerships. Number one is individual ownerships, namely when shares are owned by one person. Next, we have two institutional ownerships, namely shares owned by institutions such as banks or pension funds. Next, we have family ownerships, where the one family control the majority for shares. Next, we have two governance ownership. The for example is BUMN, and the next we have two public ownerships, where company shares are distributions among the public and trades on the stock exchange. So there are the types of ownerships. Uh, Number one is individual ownerships, two institutional ownerships, three family ownerships, four governance ownerships, and the last is public ownerships. Next, move on to the next slide. There are the concentrations of ownerships. Number one is high concentrations. Ownership is concentrations is one of the few major shareholders. Two is low concentrations. Ownership is spread among many parties. The next is impact of governance and risks of conflicts of interest. Ownership concentrations refers to how large a portion of shares is controlled by certain shareholders. High concentration can provide strong control, but also has the potential or cause conflicts of interest between majority and minority owners. In contrast, dispersed ownerships encourage more democratic governance but can weaken the effectiveness of decision making. There are the concentration of ownerships. And next, we have to move on to the next. Let's move on the next slide. We have ownership mechanisms. There are three ownership mechanisms I want to show you. Number one is direct ownerships. This is shares are held in the name of the specific individual or institutions. Number two is indirect ownerships through holding companies, foundations, or nominees. Next, we have two mechanisms influence transparency and accountability. This means how the shares are owned. Some are direct, for example, on behalf of the individuals or institutions. But there are also indirect owners, such as through holding companies or nominees. This mechanism is important because it relates to the transparency. If ownership is unclear or complicated, the suspicions could arise and risk public trust. Next, we have two principles. International organizations such as the OECD emphasize the importance of transparency, accountability, and protections of minority shareholders in ownership structure. In Indonesia, this is regulated in the Limited Liability Companies Law number 40 of 2006, which requires companies to clearly state their ownership structures, protect shareholder rights, and ensure information disclosure. This is important so that corporate governance can run fairly and efficiently. Next, we have two slides. The case study in this material, family companies such as the Salim Group and Sinarmas, they show how in families can have complete control over the direction of the business, even across generations. Typically, companies like these have fast decisions and strong controls, but also a high risk or conflicts of interest and lack of transparency. Next, government owns by state-owned companies such as Pertamina and PLN, the ownership structure is clearly controlled by the states, and its operational objectives are not always purely profit, but also public service. This challenges the accuracy, political influence, and work efficiency, which is the something distributed by interests outside the business. Next, okay, I want to show you the conclusion in this video. Ownership structure is not only about who owns shares, but also about who have power in the company. Understanding them will be help us understand company's risks, governance, and strategic directions. A good ownership structure can create efficiency, maintain management integrity, and increase public and investor confidence in the company. Okay, that's all for my presentation today. I'm so sorry for the mistakes, and thank you. If you know this video is helpful for you, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you on the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.